know what it is you do.
Had you spoken willingly, your lives might have been spared. I should have preferred to employ measures less extreme, but there's no time for that now.
I don't understand.
The boy heretic, he has frustrated our every move. And now that he holds most of the stones, your aid is no longer required.
But the Knights Templar answered to me. And me alone.
Truth be told, though your wound is deep, it is not mortal. Treated soon, you will live. But you must earn your life. Tell me, where is the entrance to the Necrohol? You would know, would be the only one to know. Now, out with it.
Orbonne. The vaults beneath the monastery. In the lowest levels, there is a glyph of conveyance, bound by magic.
Of all the places. And how does one break this seal?
I know not. I swear it. The scriptures may hold some clue. I cannot say.
At every turn, the boy. Blame us not. 'Tis your God who has failed you.
Do not leave me like this. I beg you.
To battle.
If you say so.
Aye.
I can do this.
No turning back. Halt! You stand before Mullonde Cathedral, great seat of the Church of Glabados. None save members of the clergy are permitted within these walls. State your name and title, and let your purpose in coming here be known.
I am Ramza Beowulf, youngest son of the house of the same name, though I come before you independent of it. My sister, Alma Beowulf, is held unlawfully by the Lord Commander of the Knights Templar, Folmarv Tengil. I demand her immediate release.
Ramza Beowulf? You are the one who murdered Cardinal Delacroix. Raise the alarm. A notorious heretic lays siege to the cathedral. You are foolish to present yourself before us. In Saint Ajora's name, we will carry out your sentence where you stand.
Come on. O river of time!
I'm up against it. I can do this.
Where to?
Nothing holds fear for me now. Prepare yourself, Folmarv.
to battle.
Lead the way.
You have my strength.
I can do this.
At the ready.
Ramza, at last we meet. Pray forgive me, I ought to have called upon you sooner, but I have been ever so busy of late. I fear I remain so even now, so let us make this brief. If you would see your sister returned, you will relinquish the scriptures and all the Oracite you possess. Refuse, and I will be unable to guarantee her safety. Are we of an understanding? My patience is grown thin.
I surrender naught until Alma is brought before me hale and whole.
Did you not hear a word I said? I offered no negotiable terms. Forfeit the scriptures and the stones, or forfeit your sister's life.
Here are the scriptures. The stones I hold until I see that she is safe.
Well?
I believe I found it. All that remains is to test it at the correct location.
Then we have what we need. That said, I find myself loath to let the boy simply walk away. Propriety dictates that he make restitution for all the trouble he has caused us.
I should have known. But I warn you, this will not go as you imagine.
You demand your sister's return for them, but as things stand, she is of greater value to us.
Greater value? What use could you have for her still? Why keep my sister alive, when you took no pause in disposing of your own son?
Our affairs are not for you to know. As long as we have your sister, you may keep your handful of stones.
I must concentrate.
Defy me, Adora.
I must be decisive.
Confound it. How can the boy be so strong? Whence springs his might? Could it be he is protected by the Orosite and blessed with the opposing force of light? If so, he will not be easily overcome. We must serve our vengeance another time.
Again they flee! The cowards!
Was there something?
Even if my
I am yours to command.
Lead the way.
For victory.
Of course.
to battle!
Would that I could bid you farewell here, but I suspect you'd not part ways so easily. I suppose you must be returned to the Father after all. My thralls will delight to guide you to his keeping. I shall let this one be your foeman as well.
Zalbaag!
Once he was your brother, but he is reborn unto us now. You're a heretic already. Why not a kinslayer too?
What have they done to you, brother?
Zalbaag, deliver me the head of that young man before you. He must not leave this cathedral alive.
Lord brother, it is I! Do you not know your own blood?
Ramza, is that you? What is this place? It's so dark. I cannot see. What am I doing? Do I stand? Sit?
You are being controlled by Lord Folmarv, by a Lucavi.
Am I fighting you? Why? Why would I do such a thing? I have no sensation. It's as though I have no limbs. Flee, Ramza. Flee. I have no wish to kill you, but I fear I might.
Lord brother! I must concentrate.
All is dark.
Ramza, can you hear me? I beg you. Kill me! The pain! It's unbearable! I cannot feel my arms or my legs, and yet somehow they burn! And my memories, they fade into the darkness. I'm afraid, Ramza, as I've never been before. Do not give in. There must be a way for you to overcome this. We will find it. Please, do not abandon hope. Hope abandons me. There is naught left but agony. Whispers in my ear, from everywhere and nowhere. They bid me join them. Weisstock, is that you? Who are the others? Ah! Oh God, end it! Please! Grant me sweet mercy! I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. Damn you, Folmarv! Forgive us, Ramza. We have caused you pain. You must keep Alma safe. The two of you must live on. Like, where once all was darkness, light has returned. Farewell, my brother. And thank you. Zalbaag.
Well, at least he went out with a bang.
Someone, please.
You never survived that.
Gods have mercy.
Please. They must be stopped.
Your Holiness, hold on.
The Necrohol. To the Necrohol.
The Necrohol? Is that where Folmarv is headed? But where is it?
Beneath Orbonne. You must stop them.
Your Holiness. To Orbonne Monastery, then.
Alright then, well before we continue on to Orbonne Monastery, I've got another billion errands to do. Brace for hyper edit. Alright, with all that out of the way, on to Orbonne Monastery. Another series.
I am yours to come.
Ready.
You have my strength.
I can do this.
At the ready.
Keep watch here. I will press on with Lord Folmarv.
As you command.
They have slain all the guards. What secrets lie among these tomes that demand such carnage? But the speculation must keep. First, we deal with the enemy.
I'm ready.
I will prevail.
Wait until...
Wake up!
What's my next move? My turn.
I cannot believe you fucking broke my sword. The sword I stole from Orlando. I can't believe it. I'm furious.
I cannot give up.
Leave it to me.
No time to waste.
I will tend to matters here.
Very good.
Leonda Keorias de Sonda. Zorda las laumos mefeolio sonda. Alexandora, Reeve of Time, by oath unto you am I bound. Transcending eternity, cross you now the vastness of time's gulf. Throw wide her gates, that we may pass!
An ancient incantation. What awaits below? Quickly, we must give chase.
My lord?
I'm gonna have to reload that previous save and see what his sword was before. I don't know if it's like a unique one. I'm absolutely furious. It was Excalibur, God. Can I get that again? A cheeky Google reveals a bunch of techniques or skills I've never heard of. So I'll edit it out, but I'm gonna do that battle again. I'm not having it. Right, better. Then you can put on to stop ship breaking. Safeguard, is it? Yeah, that's the one, but I just need his attacks to hit, so it's gotta be concentration. There's no point in keeping the Excalibur if it never fucking hits.
Aye.
If you say so.
You have my strength.
I can do this.
At the ready.
We have waited for you, Ramza. How very far you've come. But no farther. The stones of the monastery make an ironic cairn for a heretic such as you. And I, Loffrey Wodring, will see you dead and buried.
Loffrey, was it? Are you not aware of the true nature of the man you serve?
Whatever do you mean? If you speak of our execution of the clergy at Mullonde, that was but a part of our grand design. After all, the salvation they offered their flock was false. They sought only to seize Ivalice for themselves by placing a puppet on the throne. We are unlike them. By the power of the Zodiac Stones, we will bring the people true salvation.
So even his most loyal are kept in the dark. You are but an unwitting servant to the Lucavi.
The demons of legend? I've not the patience for your japes, boy. Lord Folmarv is the one true savior. The second coming of Saint Ajora, who shall lead all men with boundless benevolence. A noble's whelp such as you could never understand the burdens of the common man, much less ease them.
Come on.
I can do this. We can win this.
Got me.
I will prevail.
I'm not long for this earth. No time to waste.
My turn. I must concentrate.
Where to?
Come on.
I am ready.
Concentrate.
This was all. So it ends here. But I am not finished yet. For you, Ramza, I shall cast open the very gates of hell. Val Leonda, Keorias desonda, Zorda, las laumos, Nefeolio sonda, Alexandora, reeve of time. By oath unto you am I bound, transcending eternity. Cross you now the vastness of time's gulf. Throw wide her gates, that we may pass.
What is this place?
The Necrohol of Mullonde. Never again will you see the skies of Ivalice. Without the glyph at the gate, there can be no return. Fulfilled my duty. And yet... Folmarv, my lord, are you still the man I pledged to follow? such doubts at the last. How pathetic. Hurry on, Ramza. How it ends depends on you.
So this is the Necrohol. Half of Mullonde supposedly sank into the sea when a great catastrophe struck in ages past. Though that appears not to be the case. But now is not the time to ponder such. I must find Folmarv. Alma, please be safe.
Glad I saved it there, because I would have had to do the whole Orbonne Monastery bit again. I was jumping out to the main map to see if I could buy crystal mail. So I noticed that got wrecked. Maybe I should have put the no breakables thing on. Sick of them breaking me shit. Anyway, we'll just have to crack on without it. Topless Norman.
A mage?
For victory.
Of course. Ready.
To battle!
You! But how? You must have forced Sir Loffrey to bring you here. Very well then. Here is where I shall make my stand. Even should it cost me my life, I will stop you. I will have vengeance.
Why are you come here? What salvation could you possibly offer the people that might be had in these forsaken ruins?
A spoiled lordling could ill understand what we seek to do. Or do you claim to have learned something of suffering? If so, you might see the world for the cruel place it is. Though the Church preaches equality, it cannot and will not effect change. The highborn few hoard wealth and power, passing it on to their offspring as it was passed on to them. This leaves the lowborn masses with no means to lift themselves up. We would shatter the chain of inequality and create a world where all men have their fair share. But for that, we require power. Power beyond compare.
The Auracite. You would bestow them upon those who seek power. Yet what can you hope to achieve when most of the stones are in my possession?
You truly know nothing. Allow me to enlighten you. Once we have resurrected Saint Ajora, we shall have limitless stones at our disposal. By the grace of the High Seraph, the Savior was made able to create Auracite. And at long last, he shall be reborn to walk among us, the child of God from the heavens returned.
I must concentrate. Come on. I can do this. Swift as wind, you... I'll do what I can. I will defeat you.
Better end this quickly. Easy. My turn. Now then.
This bodes ill. I must fight on. I will defeat you.
I must come.
I will defeat you.
Where to?
Loffrey. Forgive me.
Fuck me, was that hard?
Would that I had told you.
That way, 'twould seem.
If you say so.
You have my strength.
I can do this.
To battle!
Oh, Ramza! Truly it is a joy that we should chance to meet again. I once suffered defeat at your hands, but it will not happen twice. Your head I shall take for Lord Folmarv.
So you live still? Was your fear of death such that you would sooner bend your knee to the Lucavi? I pity you.
You pity me? You are a naive child who speaks of things he does not understand. It betrays your high-born nature that you should think it pitiful for one to fight to cling to life. For the lowborn, each day is a struggle to survive. Ever does death cast its dark shadow over us. When the nobleman falls ill, the physician nurses him back to health. Even when his lands suffer a poor harvest, food yet graces his table. Meanwhile, the common man dies of a chill. And even when times are not lean, he is not assured a meal on the morrow. Pity me if that is your wont. It matters not. For now, I am made truly human.
How does selling your soul to demons make you human? You've lost sight of whatever ambition you once held.
I stand above all other men now. I have transcended death itself. No longer must I bow my head in coy attempts to curry favour with you high-born nobles. I've bought my freedom. I am human at last, no longer something less.
You think freedom a thing bought and sold? What value? A freedom you have not earned. What meaning when your soul is the price? A man who's lost his pride can never be free. When you cast yours aside, you surrendered your freedom. Freedom and equality are lost upon you. You do not understand, much less desire them. No, what you desire is power. Whatever your claims, you are just a fallen man who wishes to rise up at the expense of others.
You ain't living life. You're mine! You ain't leaving here alive.
Now then.
You ain't living alive. won't let it end here.
No time to waste.
How can I die? I thought I had transcended. Yet there is only darkness.
The stones resonate. I am tired, Delita. So very tired. But I must forge on. It falls to me to stop Folmarv. I chose this path. I will walk it to the end. What is it? Right, even if my...
Right, if I can make it through whatever this is, we've got to do some upgrades after this. This has been rough. I'm just getting by on the arithmetician, pure luck, and a bit of tactics with it, but still, this has gone pretty rough.
I am yours to command.
If you say so.
Aye.
Of course.
Lead the way.
For victory.
I can do this.
To battle.
It's time.
I do not understand. Why does Virgo not awaken? This is his resting place. His spirit lingers here. I can sense it. What could be amiss? Mayhap she is not a suitable vessel after all. No, it cannot be that. Virgo stirred at her presence. She must be the one. Oh, it is still not enough. That could be the only reason. So you have come, Ramza.
It is over, Folmarv. Your comrades are no more. Now end this. Release my sister.
Comrades, you say? They were but pawns to be sacrificed. The Angel of Blood to whom Saint Ajora is joined, she must slake her thirst ere she rise again. The land has drunk deep of blood in the Chiliad since Saint Ajora's death, yet still she covets more. So be it. Once more to world of light, there to steep the earth in blood's sweet rain. But you, Ramza, you will not live to see the storm.
The stones lend you their strength, I see this now.
Oh, bloody hell.
A truly vexing foe this child is made. And thus Ajora with High Seraph joined, that thirst for power alone the stones might slake. O Saint Ajora, O Angel of Blood, this sacrifice I proffer that you wake. Ramza, unto me your lifeblood you shall render.
Alma, I'm coming, but you must wake. Cast off this sleep.
Awaken to your whimpering she will not.
What have you done to her?
Her flesh a gift, Ajora's newfound form. Through her the Angel of Blood descends once more, the perfect vessel finally obtained. Should slain she be, to naught our plans would come. Yet strength have you to carry out this deed. Beyond your gentle heart it is, I fear.
So do I.
Slay my sister. I need not resort to such measures. You are without comrades to protect you, Folmarv. I will strike you down and end your madness. I must concentrate. My turn.
One so feeble-felled I cannot be. Yet even should you chance to strike me down, return I shall in perpetuity. This world in unremitting chaos lies. Unprompted does it churn and roil and seethe. For power, souls of rancor ever cry, and thus are we to aid them summoned back, to free their souls, the purpose of the stones.
Cletienne did say that Saint Ajora could create limitless auracite. And there are bound to be many like Barich, who desire power only for self-gain.
A righteous life was yours, but few could live. For man is wont to envy and begrudge. What joy that others find, he fain destroys.
I've lived a far from righteous life. These hands are hardly clean. But I endeavor to walk a righteous path, as do many others. We are not all like you.
For the one true God.
This bodes ill. cannot fail. I must concentrate.
I must be decisive.
No time to waste.
Where am I?
Go back to sleep. It's a long story.
Alma, are you all right?
Ramza? Is it truly you?
Taste now of defeat, angel of blood, that you should rise. My life I gladly give.
I am come once more.
Alma, no.
Someone cast hold on her. Alright, okay. Dealable with Ragnarok.
I am yours to command.
Ready.
For victory.
Of course.
To battle!
What is this? Do not resist me. Ramsay, please, help me!
Alma!
Ramsay, help!
No, you cannot. You must not. No!
Alma, are you unharmed?
I'm fine. But you must strike down Ajora. Quickly.
To thwart my coming, you would dare essay. Nay, it shall not be.
Oh, bloody hell. I thought we were done.
Spite from neither lord nor serf. Your unmaking you have sealed. I am Ultima, divinity descended. Prostrate yourselves before me now.
Jane Ultima? Oh, bollocks.
So that is Saint Ajora's true fate. Made a Lucavi like all the others who craved power. You will not leave this place! I will defeat you! I swear it!
Fuck.
My turn.
Submit to me.
We found it. Now!
I'm in trouble. prevail.
O river of time!
Excellent. I must be decisive.
Let's try this.
Come on.
I don't like the look of that. Well, that was fucking mental. Oof, new tactics are gonna have to happen. Don't know what they are, though. Shit.
Submit to me.
No time to waste.
No good options. Everything's just suicidal.
Where to?
Where to?
I've got work to do.
Perish you shall!
I cannot die here.
Where to?
Come to me. Here I go.
I cannot fail.
Work to do.
I will fight.
I am in your debt.
Finally get a chance with arithmetics to target Ramza without her. I know Arise might not have, it might have just missed Ultima because she's, you know, alive, but there's definitely been another battle where it just fully healed the enemy and was up and about. I'm sure of it, so I just didn't want to risk it. But finally, we seem to be in good stead again. And we've got slow in Ultima, and we've got a couple of speed decreases as well, so fingers crossed. This has been a long battle. Fingers crossed it's get-throughable. Now my biggest concern is there's two dead geezers back here. I don't want them passing out and her, Ultima, grabbing the heal off them.
Now then.
I will prevail. I will not run.
My power to bear.
Oh, yes, it can. It fucking better be.
Impossible.
Please be dead.
This end to meet. I see it now. Too late. In you. His blood. My vanquisher in times long past. But not so soon. Shall I accept defeat?
Please just do, please. I can't go any longer. Fuck's sake.
In that accursed blood, the price of your defiance you shall pay.
That was such a long battle to be having another phase. I can't believe this. Honestly, I've just took a cheeky break there just to go on a little pee break and grab a beer to maybe watch the ending or whatever comes next. Wasn't expecting this. Bollocks. Oh, please just be easy.
My turn.
At least we've all carried our buffs over. That's nice. Okay, she has not carried her slow over. I'm guessing maybe not the speed down as well.
must concentrate.
can do this. I must be decisive.
Your fate is sealed.
go. I will fight.
Where to?
No time to waste.
one. And I want more power.
Please. Please. Yes. I'm afraid it's limited power for you. Fingers crossed. There could be phase 3. I'm sick of it.
O stones divine! I beseech you!
The enemy is vanquished. The struggle has at last reached its end. What a struggle it was. Especially that last battle. Fucking brilliant though.
What now, Ramza? Given all that has come to pass, I fear we cannot return to our old lives.
I feel we can get a platinum though.
No. Should we remain, we would only be hunted as heretics. So instead, let us take to the road.
You and I?
We've eliminated the source of the chaos. Our work is done. From now on, we shall live free, as birds on the wing.
Blessings of the Great Father descend and guide your body's return to the earth. May the grace of Saint Ajora lead Alma's soul to the eternal shores of paradise. There she shall find peace. Faram.
Faram.
She was so young.
For the entire family to be taken, the gods are cruel.
And the youngest son, Ramza, branded a heretic and denied even a burial. Such tragedy.
For 3 centuries, House Beowulf stood, but no more. A stark reminder that nothing lasts forever.
Ramza, forgive me. I am late in paying my respects. I would have come sooner were not so many eyes upon me. Ovelia has wed Delita, and she has relinquished the throne to him, making him king. A common-born youth restores peace to the realm, and now together with his queen, he forges a new kingdom. A tale of heroism not like to be soon forgotten. Mayhap Delita is the man you believed him to be. A good man, at heart. When Valmafra revealed herself for an assassin, he made it appear as though he'd killed her. Then let her run. I think he must have caught a glimpse of himself in her. A tool manipulated by Lord Folmarv.
It's time we rejoined our squad. I'll go on ahead.
My father. Did he die bravely?
I would say so.
I'll visit again. Be at peace. Are you truly dead?
That's what I'm
I still
wondering.
cannot believe you're gone. After everything.
There I am.
Oh. Ramza! Alma, wait! They're alive. They're both of them alive. Did you see them? Thank you, Ramza. May we meet again, somewhere out there.
There is naught to bind us now. Not the Beowulf name or the legacy. We may leave all that behind, to walk a path of our choosing.
A path of our choosing. But will we be able to find our place?
I do not doubt it. For aside from each other, we have time. To forge new friendships, to start families of our own. And one day, when we have children, we will share with them our tale. The first chapter in a new legacy.
No fucking way. Burnt at the stake. A bit grim, innit? And there it was, Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Alright, I'm going to let this run, because it's quite late at night here. And I'll come back with some final thoughts with real me, not animated me. When it's when I can talk a bit louder and a bit more, give my final thoughts. I guess I'll just edit him in here now. Assuming there's nothing left to react to.
I thought I might find you here. Everyone has been looking for you. Today is your birthday, is it not? I brought you flowers. A token of my eternal love. Ophelia.
How could you? You use them. Them and all the others. And someday you'll cast me aside, just as you did Ramza.
What the fuck? This was...
Did you get what you wanted in all of this, Ramza? I got this.
Bad ending? What the fuck? Well, I wasn't expecting that. Hey, music player, how about that? Okay, a complaint I had earlier about getting rid of these dudes too slowly. It turns out there is actually an option here. Quick removal of creatures and eggs. Excludes some, but I wish I'd known about this some time ago. Goodbye. Again, it would be nice if you could kind of just like have a checkbox next to all of them and release them all at once. It's still not perfect. But God, is it quicker. Anyway, now I've had that mindfuck of an ending. Back to the man on the telly. Thank you, animated HeyJay. It's actually been a couple of days since he passed it over to me. Since then, just to be clear, I've got the plat for the game. Had to do the Midlight's Deep optional dungeon quest. 10 very dark places. I did record it. I thought about putting it in there, but it was kind of the same thing over and over. Very repetitive, kind of annoying. So I just left it out. Also did the remaining errands and maxed out Ramza for every job class. That was a hell of a grind at the end. And as I give my final thoughts on the game, it's worth saying that the grind is a big part of this game. They told me it would be, and they weren't kidding. Even early on, I think I was having limited knowledge of this game before I came into it. Everything I had seen, it looked dated, and it looked like something I wouldn't necessarily enjoy. You know, it didn't scream out Final Fantasy to me. I just remember seeing all these blue squares where people move along. The attacks looked kind of similar, but the battles looked nothing like it. So early on, when I did get stuck and had to do, or felt like I had to do a massive grind, it put me off a bit. I thought it was weird that it just kind of jumped, and then the whole story got put in pause. But on the plus side, I feel like a few hours of YouTube investigations and then learning how to grind properly was actually beneficial to my enjoyment of it. I gotta say, I don't know how people got through this back in the 90s before YouTube and all that. I'd have been screwed without it. Anyway, as things went on, I found the story pretty cool. Also the characters, and I found the game very well presented. Really love the art style. It seems very carefully crafted, and the voice acting I thought was really good. It really sold the game and the presentation well to me. And I still have wishes now that the pixel remasters could be given the same treatment. That would just have elevated those 6 games for me beyond what they are. It'll probably never happen. I imagine there's a lot more dialogue in those games, so it'll probably never happen, but one can hope. I also enjoyed the game had additional mechanics, not necessarily essential, like the poaching and enticing enemies into your party. It was a cool mechanic. I didn't make too much use of it outside of what I needed to do for trophies, but I like that it's there. The game offers you a ton, and it doesn't force you to use everything, but the options are there. It's really cool. You know, I have a weird kind of thought now, looking back at Final Fantasies of this era. In some ways, the art style it could almost have been Final Fantasy VII. It seems like a more natural change of art style from 2D to sort of half 3D, or I don't know what you would call it, but it seems more reminiscent of something between FF6 and 7, and it could totally have gone that way. Obviously that falls apart with the actual game mechanics. The battle system's completely different, and there is no exploration really. All you have is a map to just select between different rooms, rather than like a world map or towns you can freely walk about in, so that's missing. Overall, I guess FF7 as it is does feel more like a natural successor, but artistically it does look like a nice bridge between 6 and 7, and I think it still looks really nice today. But talking of the battles, I actually thought I did find that once I was appropriately leveled up and whatever to get through them without tremendous difficulty, I think they were quite well designed and progressed pretty nicely, and eventually would introduce more mechanics like status effects and stuff like that. Basically things to make you more tactical. It seems very intentional, and just going through the story encounters, the ones that you have to do, felt like a really good progression. One complaint I do have about the battles though, and maybe this is for the story elements as a whole, it's because there is no in between. It is just selecting different rooms that all the story is told before a battle. And I actually think that's quite a cool thing. even when they stop mid-battle to have another conversation, it's pretty cool. But eventually, every single battle is like this. You plop your characters down, wait for 2 minutes, do a couple of attacks, and then we have another 3-minute conversation. And it just became so repetitive. And also, the conversations themselves seem to just follow the same structure. Basically, Ramsay's perfect and noble, screaming at everyone to listen to him. Everybody else he's fighting says nope, and then just repeat that once after a couple of attacks. Maybe at the end they might say, I should have listened, but usually not. Or they'll teleport away. It became a bit formulaic and predictable to the point where I was just, get on with it, you know? It's also a bit of a shame, and I think lets the story down a bit, because Ramsay does all the talking from player's perspective. All of your party members, who I have a great fondness for, I mean, they just have names and classes, but I'll remember them all fondly. But the problem is, they're nobodies. They're non-existent, non-canon entities. They don't say a word outside of their kind of scripted battle cries or whatever. They take no part in the story, and that's kind of a shame. And there are some employable characters along the way. I wonder if I was meant to use them, and perhaps they might have had an impact on some cutscenes. I'm not really sure, but that's another thing I didn't really go down, was putting these recruitable story characters into battle, because by the time they've come along, I've spent so damn long working on my dudes. I don't want to start back at the bottom just for the sake of having Cloud there, or Sid, you know? So in the end, I just end up robbing them of their equipment and keeping them on the bench. Also, there's some of the readable material in here. I only ever checked out one of them. I think I might have clicked a second one briefly. I have no idea what the hell all that was about. I don't know if I was writing the story as I went along. I just wanted it over, to be honest. I didn't understand what any of that was. And the trophy list makes no attempt to have you do it, so I'll probably never know. I believe there was also a zodiac system. Like when you pick your birthday, I think apparently I picked mine wrong because I just put my own birthday in, but I'm not sure what that was all about either. Apparently it can help you in battle or something like that. I'm not sure. Luckily, it wasn't essential. And finally, as for the story and characters, there's a final gripe here, by the way, and it's just a minor one. But early on, I was well intrigued by the characters and the story and what was developing. Then I got forced to do the grind. It took me out of it for 5-6 hours, maybe more. But when I finally got back into it, I was loving it. But it felt like a lot of extra characters were introduced. Every time I'd have a battle, then I'd go and then another character be introduced. And the problem I have with this, and this is a personal issue I suppose, is the characters are all kind of, they all speak the same, they got the same, mostly, same English accent. They're kind of dressed in old-timey robes or kind of imperial get-up. They're fairly low detail sprites there, and they all have names which I've never heard of. They've all got really weird alien names. So in the end, it just becomes this huge list of characters who sort of look and sound the same. And by the end, I was just lost onto who everyone was. Who's this guy again? Getting people mixed up. And a lot of them just kind of had the same, I am evil, ha ha ha. We need the Orosite. You're a heretic. They're all kind of saying the same thing, so it just became hard to kind of decipher and discern between much of anything. But that's pretty much all my gripes out the way, because overall, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Sure, the grind was a lot, but it did feel rewarding. It was always nice once I'd done a grind, and even had to do the grind to level down to kind of scale the random encounters down as well, because they can get pretty hard on higher levels. I loved sinking time into this. Like, I don't know if I'd play it again in a hurry, but I really enjoyed my first playthrough and doing almost everything the game had to offer. There was probably a bunch more classes I could have checked out. I think once I found out how to work that arithmetician class, I just went with it. Ended up putting 2 characters with that job because it was chance based, but it seemed to pay off most of the time. I don't know if I could play it again without it. But fortunately, the game is that accessible that it doesn't make you play a certain way. You can kind of make it your own and get through it. And that's pretty cool. And honestly, stacked against the other spin-offs I mentioned at the start, Stranger of Paradise and World of Final Fantasy, Final Bar Line, if you can really count that, this is by far and away top spot. I probably don't get all the hype it's had over the years because I've only experienced it once and maybe didn't play it properly, whatever that is. But honestly, I thought it was excellent. Loved it. Another cool detail was in the errands, actually. Whilst they the purpose of them confuses me, at least some of the rewards were treasures that were kind of nods to previous Final Fantasies. And playing this game after having played FF12 a few times over the last 20 years or whatever it's been out, I realise now that most of the espers you get in that game are like bosses from this. There's a lot of 12 feel in this game. And with the music as well, I actually thought the music was really good. It doesn't use any Final Fantasy themes from the past, but it is pretty reminiscent of FF12, which is a soundtrack I do quite like. I think they did pretty well. It's a catchy soundtrack, especially once you put, I don't know how many hours into the battles. They kind of get stuck in your head. Pretty good stuff. So with all that said, if anyone actually watched this, that was quite a slog. I'm still glad I didn't stream it because I think it is a bit of a boring watch unless you know what you're watching and looking for, unless you're into watching this. It's very, I don't know, for me personally, even having played it, I don't think I would enjoy watching someone play it that much because it is a bit of a slow, grindy experience. But damn, was it fun to play. But yeah, that'll be all from me for Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles. Thanks for watching. Till I see you next, take care, stay cheeky, and bye-bye for now.